Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah, back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, is another crochet hair review video. In today's crochet hair, as you also saw from the title, is a two-parter. We've got the Rastafri Island Crimp braid hair, and then we have the Rastafri Tropical Curl braid hair. Now, if you're not familiar with my crochet hair review series, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button, but this is how they work. First, I come on here with my first day thoughts of a crochet hair, showing you how it looks literally the first day I install it without any manipulation, telling you how many times I knotted the hair, how long the install took, how many packs I used, and overall what the hair will look like that very first day. Then I come on here with my 1 week thoughts of a hair, showing you has it gone uphill or downhill only in a matter of a week, and also telling you what my nighttime routine has been with the hair in the matter of that week. Then I come on here with my final thoughts of the hair, whether it's been 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks with the hair. I show you how it looks literally on the last day of me wearing the hair, telling you overall, has it been high maintenance, low maintenance, do I think it's water friendly, active wear friendly, and overall, do I recommend you run out and go purchase said hair. Now, there are timestamps below if you're somebody who wants to skip around to certain parts, but if you want to overall watch the entirety of the video, just keep watching to see my first day thoughts on this tropical curl and island crimp hair.
A few moments later.
So now, coming on here for my first day thoughts on this island crimped hair, as well as the tropical curl hair by Rastafri. Now, as you can see, I have this island crimp hair in the color GTOM 27. So it is a ombre color for 27. And then I have the tropical curl hair in the color GTOM 30. So it's that more bronze 30 color. Now, this is what they both look like side by side. And of course, you guys will see kind of a closer up. You guys can also see it in my head, of course. But I originally did not buy these to be worn together. I originally bought these to be worn separately. So I was going to install these at 2 different points. But I got this and then I saw it when I opened the package, and this being the island crimp hair in the 27 color. It might not look as bad in the packaging, but when you actually put it in your head, and so let's see, let me pull a piece of it. Maybe I can kind of see right here. For me, and again on camera, it's just not showing up how it's looking in real life. But if you know something about me, you know what I've talked about on this channel. I do not like a very yellow, kind of crayon yellow 27 color. And some brands get 27 right and some get it wrong. I think it's really hard with synthetic hair for these manufacturers to get 27 perfect without looking like very synthetic-y, very yellow, very in real life. And again, I wish it was showing up on camera the way it is in real life, but it's very yellow-ish, and I was just like, I'm not feeling that vibe all throughout my head. Like, I would not be able to rock confidently. And you guys know, since I wear hair for real, like this is real life, like I'm not a play YouTuber, I like live a real full-time life. I really take pride in making sure that I feel comfortable with my hair, and I can't do it for the gram, I can't do it for Instagram, can't do it for YouTube. I gotta do it for my real self. And so my real self wasn't really feeling the 27, so I said, you know what, we got to play around with something. The bronze color, I was really feeling the 30 color. Most brands can't mess up a 30, most can mess up a 27. Sometimes the 30 can look a little reddy. It can look a little bit reddy depending on the brand, but they did a pretty good job. And I know I've tried a couple of Rastafri hair. I know they can do a pretty good job at a 30. So I decided to combine the two. So I'm going to do a combination review for this hair. I'm taking into account the attributes of both of these two hair. Now, the thing about the Island Crimp 2 that when I first got it also gave me pause was because it was a crimp hair. It's a crimp hair. And I thought, though, it was going to be a little bit tougher. Not very soft of a hair. And this hair is very, very soft. I don't know why. I thought I was thinking about crimps back in the day. I don't know if you were in the early thousands, even probably the 80s. The crimps were big in the 80s too. Made a resurgence somewhere in the thousands. And I was one of those people who loved to crimp, but mine was it had a little toughness to it. Had a little heart to it. This is very soft. And so when I saw that too, I was a little bit like, if I want to try a soft hair, I might as well try the tropical curl hair too. It's just as soft. So the tropical curl hair is just as soft as well. Now, getting into the qualities of the hair, getting into the hair, I bought this hair from gmbshair.com. I think that's the name of the site. I'm linking it down below. I have to buy all my Rastafri hair from this site, although sometimes they ship fast, sometimes they ship slow. It's very up in the air with their shipping times. This site is the one place where I've been able to find it. Trendsbeauty.com has some Rastafri hairs, but not all of them. This brand is heavy on the West Coast. Heavy in the West Coast. If you're on the West Coast and you're in a beauty supply store and you see crochet hair, you already know this brand. If you're on the East Coast like me, we ain't got it. I don't understand why. I don't get it, but you know, this is a heavy West Coast brand, but I tried this brand because they're heavily black supported. They were in black beauty supply stores. They gonna give black beauty supply stores no hard time. They got a black staff. They put their director on the back of the hair, and she is a black woman. Sherelle Jackson is always here for the development of this hair. So again, heavily black supported, and you guys know I don't mess with them other brands like that. I mess with black supported or black owned over here on this channel. So very much so love the messaging of this brand. Now, I did buy it from that site. It does cost a little bit more of a penny on these sites. It is $9.99, but I bought quite a few packages of hair. I bought 5 of each because again, I thought I was installing these separately when I was ordering them. Now that I've combined them, I only use 2 packs of each. So I use 2 packs of the Island Crimp, 2 packs of the tropical curl hair, so total of 4 packs. I think every time I've tried a Rastafri hair, it's only been 4 packs, and that's good. I mean, with most brands, I never know. Like with Freetress, I think it's 5 packs for me. That was a pretty good number for me. I think with this brand, I've come to realize 4 packs is enough for me. So 4 packs at $9.99. You're spending what, like $40, but on a style that, how long will this last? We will see. But I think that was a pretty, decent price point for what I'm getting, and how long I think I'm going to be able to wear this. And looking at this hair again, this is it. No manipulation. I come in here on the first day with no manipulation to the hair. So this is what it looks like if you do not cut the hair at all. Let me do a turnaround so you guys can see. Again, this is what the hair is giving you if you do no manipulation. With both hair, they are exactly the same length. So it's about, I say 20 inches, 18 to 20 inches. So they're both pretty long and very soft hair, which sometimes gives me pause. I think I'm going to have to introduce some mousse. I have not put any product on this hair as of right this second recording, but again, that could all change in the weeks that I'll wear. But I like to give you guys an idea of what it looks like product free, and scissors haven't been introduced. So this is what it is looking like. Now, install of both hair was pretty easy. It didn't take that long and it wasn't that hard to do. Now, separating, this is the tropical curl. It was pretty much the same for the Island Crimp too. I had hesitations at first with the Island Crimp because I thought again was going to be tougher, maybe like a bohemian braid by Freetress or Freetress water wave. Those hairs are kind of tougher. You're not going to be able to really separate those that easy. But when I saw it and I saw it was soft, I was like, man, this is going to be an easy peasy separation. So this is the tropical curl. And for the tropical curl in the back, I did about 1 separation. I did like 1 little pull through. And so you have 2 pieces. So I would install in the back like this. And then when I got to the front, separate it even further. Again, it's not a hard hair to separate. This isn't, again, the Ari curl gave me a little, little issue. But this hair kind of keeps the sameness about it when you separate it 2 more times. So for the back, I will only take 1 of these and separate it once. For the front, I would separate this 1 strand into 4 pieces, if that makes sense. So easy hair to separate. In the front, you always want to do an invisible knot. In the back, you can loop 1 or 2 times. The hair feels kind of stable. Doesn't feel like it's going to fall out. Doesn't feel like it's going to slip. So overall, the braid pattern I got going on up here is the same braid pattern I always got going on up under here. It's just a straight back braid pattern. Braids all going straight back. Probably roughly about 11, 12, all going straight back, coalescing into a little bun. I do the same braid pattern every single time. Now overall, that is kind of my first impressions of it. That's my first day thoughts of the hair. Overall, I really like it. The softness, again, is giving me pause, but true test is going to come this upcoming weekend when I actually take this on the road, take this on the beach. We'll see. I'm going to not hold back with getting this hair wet like I would any other hair. Again, I do think the last hair that I had in would be phenomenal for the beach. But, you know, I'm about testing. I'm about seeing what works. And we're going to see if this hair actually works. So it'll probably won't be to my final thoughts. So I'm going to film my first week thoughts. And that's going to be pre the trip, or pre at least immersing myself into the water for the trip. And then my final thoughts, you'll get my final wrap up. So to see my first week thoughts, where we kind of go over what my nighttime routine is like, and if already in 1 week we go downhill, you'll see that coming up in my 1 week thoughts coming up right now.
1 week later.
So now, coming on here for my 1 week thoughts on this tropical curl and island crimp hair. Now, as you can see from the top, I got my festive top on. I'm fudging the numbers a wee bit with the 1 week thoughts. It's not exactly 1 week, because exactly 1 week would put me at where I'm going to be at the beach. I'm going to be at the beach this upcoming weekend, and I'm not going to be really thinking about filming no thoughts. So I'm coming a couple days early to bring you my thoughts on this hair. So this is what the hair looks like roughly 1 week in. I'm going to do a turnaround so you guys can see. This is what the front and back is giving. You know, I did cut it a little bit, but not too much, because again, I like a little bit longer of a hair, especially if I'm going to be on somebody's beach. I like my hair to be flowing in the wind, and the length gives that flowy feature that I love. This already, I know it hasn't even been a full calendar week, but I can already tell this is not going to be your no to low maintenance hair. It's not even hitting that category. We're beyond that at this point. This is definitely going to be a hair you're going to have to put a little bit of work into. So be ready, be prepared for some detangling. And what I've used for detangling is my handy dandy mousse. This is the Shine and Jam Magic Fingers mousse, a black created product. Love this. The creator, the Magic Fingers creator. Now the brand overall, I think this is distributed by the Ampro product. So Ampro is the parent company behind this. Ampro is not a black owned company, but they did collaborate with a black woman. So I'm giving them the props for that, for this. So I've been using this probably, I'd say, every other day. So I've probably used it the first day that I had this hair in, then I did it 2 days later, then I did it again today. You're gonna have to detangle this hair on a pretty constant basis, which you guys know not really a fan of, but not my favorite thing, but I don't write a hair off completely for that fact. I'm just going to let you know already that you're going to have to be on top of this hair, because this hair does have a tendency to, you want to pick up one, all of them want to come. It wants to be connected to itself. It wants to kind of tangle. So you're going to have that, and you'll have these moments too where you have these. So you're just going to want to separate this out so that, again, you can have, detangled hair. Detangled hair is important. You're also going to want to have scissors nearby. You're going to want to have scissors nearby, because you're going to have to cut some frizz. I've noticed some frizz, especially at the top of my hair in the week of wear, which, I'm not a big fan of frizz or tangle. So again, this is already why it's not a low maintenance hair on my book, in my category whatsoever. When I talk no or low maintenance, I'm not using products. I'm not detangling often. I'm literally living my life like I was with that last hair that I tried, that Dream Romance hair. So overall, what I've been doing to sleep at night, this is probably a hair that I should be twisting up into 4 large sections at night. That's what I literally should be doing. I should be proactively twisting my hair up into 4 jumbo or 5 jumbo twists and putting my scarf on. That way I'm not doing that. The laziness in me will not allow that to happen. So what I've been doing is just the typical pineapple. So pulling all my hair up at the top of my head and throwing my scarf on. I got to film another video after this, so I don't want to mess up anything. But that's what I do. I typically just throw my hair up into a pineapple at the top. You've seen me do it plenty of times. And then I put my scarf on. That's what I've done every single night. Probably could cut down on some of that daily or a couple of days detangling that I need to do if I just took the time. But again, when I start having to twist up hair, your girl's not a happy camper. There's not a smile on my face. I do these videos for you, but I at the same time want to be comfortable in wearing a hair for the many weeks that I typically do wear said hair. So again, that has been my overall first week impressions. Now, I'm going to the beach, and your girl's gonna get this hair wet. So at this current moment, I cannot talk on the water friendliness of this, because I ain't been near no water, but I'm gonna be spending 3 nights near somebody's body of water, and you can best believe your hair is going to get this hair tested. So you shall see in my final thoughts. It might be, 2 weeks, might be 3, might be 4, might be 5. I might be able to get quite some time with this hair, but only you will know if you watch my final thoughts coming up right now.
Later.
So now I am back for my final thoughts on this Rastafri tropical curl hair and the Rastafri Island crimp hair. Now, as you can see from the signage, it has been 5 weeks with this hair, and I'm coming on here a couple of days early. I'm going to actually take this hair out Monday, but I'm coming a couple of days early because you know I only film on the weekends to tell you my final thoughts. I get a lot of questions when I film a couple of days early. How did it really work on that very last day? I don't think it's going to be that much different today, Saturday, than it will be on Monday when I take it out. So I feel confident in going forward with my final thoughts. The next 48 hours are probably going to be the same. Now, going into just starting off the bat, my overall feelings on this hair. I have had a love-hate relationship with this hair. I'd say 50-50. I was about to say 75-25, but I'm going to go with an even split 50-50 between my love and hate for the tropical curl hair along with the island crimp hair. I think I can lump them in together because the textures are so similar to each other. Now the curl pattern may be a little different. You know, you see the island crimp, it's a little bit more crimp. It's that 27 color. The 30 color is that tropical curl hair. But I really have not seen a huge difference in the behavior patterns of either of these. So if I had gone full tropical curl and full island crimp, I think my opinion would still be the same on both. Now, where the negative part of the mixed feelings come in is this hair is in no way low maintenance. Neither of these hair is what I would put in my low maintenance category. And you know I'm about a low to no maintenance. Do not get this hair and think you're going to have a low maintenance experience. I'm being very clear and concise in my words. You go have some maintenance with this hair. You're going to detangle this hair if you care about it. If you care about looks and presentation, I'd say at minimum every other day. You know, I think the max you can go is maybe 5 days, but at minimum, you're going to have to detangle this hair every other day, meaning you're gonna have to stay on top of the maintenance of this hair. What I use for detangling, as you know from me, I love a good mousse. I have been using the Shine and Jam Magic Fingers mousse. This bottle, you can't feel it. You're not holding it right now. It has been used. It's been loved. I'm pretty deep in here. I could say about this much of the product is gone. If I were to wear this hair for a few more weeks, the whole bottle, this style would have consumed this whole bottle. I just bought this bottle really recently too. So again, you're going to have to detangle a lot. Now you're probably like, why mousse over Hawaiian Silky? Hawaiian Silky didn't do that much of a difference. So I think you can detangle with the Hawaiian Silky 14-in-1 Miracle Worker, which you guys know I love a lot. But I think you can also do a mousse. I'm not sure if I would personally just do water alone. I think either way you go, whatever product you use, you're going to also want to add some braid sheen spray on top of that. Now I have the African Pride. It does not matter. People always ask me, what's your favorite braid sheen spray? The formulation in these sprays are pretty much the same. Braid sheen spray been around for the last 30 years. There's no new model braid sheen spray. In my opinion, it's going to do the same job. I literally just go in the beauty supply store, pick any braid sheen spray on that shelf, and I'm good with that because this hair loses a lot of its luster. It gets very dry. I get a lot of pushback when I use the word dry to describe crochet hair because this is not hair. This is not what would be considered hair in the natural sense of the word hair. Hair is what comes out of our scalp. That's actual hair. This is fibers. It's more comparable to the shirt that I have on than the actual hair that comes out of our scalp. I get that, but crochet hair gets dry, and they wouldn't make braid sheen spray if that wasn't a need to add that luster back in. This hair, again, I did a slight detangle this morning. I didn't want to do a full detangle, but if you can see, this hair has a natural inclination to want to be one. It wants to be together. Oh, let me try the back. The back I know is probably not the best. You see all this? Just go through. This is what I do when I rake, the mousse through my hair, and I separate each strand out. Again, you're going to have to do this pretty regularly. And I don't have to do this with my low to no maintenance hair. This is not a part of that strategy. Also, it's going to mat a lot at the ends. I've had a huge mat, not a huge, but it's been a bigger deal than it is with most hair when it comes to matting at the ends of the hair, which I was kind of, bummed at first about, because I was like, if I have to keep cutting the ends of this hair, then I'm going to cut it up and I'm going to cut all the color out. Luckily, that has not happened. As you can see, it still has a great deal of that color. I don't know what I was thinking. It's pretty evenly distributed in this ombre situation, but you are going to have to cut some mats. So you're going to deal with mats, tangle, and a frizz issue. Frizz hasn't been uncontrollable. It's not been the level 10 frizz. The mats and tangles are the biggest deal, but you're going to also deal with some frizz as well. But what is giving me the love feeling of it? You might be like, Leah, you just listed a lot of cons. I know you. If you know me, you know me, and you know I love a low maintenance hair. What's the like part of it? Why are you 50-50? I actually like the look of it. Strangely enough, I like it, even though it's like very much so you guys don't know what goes on behind the scenes. From an eye perspective, like from a people who see me perspective, I get a lot of compliments on it. I'm on my Zooms, which those people aren't on me, face to face, but on my Zooms, when I see people in person, the few people I do see, I get a lot of, compliments. Oh, I like your hair. I like your hair. When I went to the beach with this hair, I like your hair. I like your hair. I get a lot of compliments, and I feel like, my back stands a little straighter when I get a few compliments, and I stand a little bit straighter. I feel a little bit more confident when my hair is looking glamorous. So sometimes I'm willing to put in and sacrifice the time for a look. It's very rare. Y'all know it's very rare with me. Most of the time, I don't sacrifice the time. I might go for a look that's not super glamorous, but it's convenient for me over spending a great quantity of time. But I actually like the overall look. I like the blend that I did of the ombre colors. I wouldn't have worn it this long if I actually truly hated the hair. I wouldn't do 5 weeks of a hair if I truly disliked it. Now, as you know, I did go swimming in this hair. I did go after my 1 week thoughts to the beach. And I have to say, is it still in my head after going to the beach? Yes, I've worn it for several weeks, even post me going to the beach. So it wasn't like a complete disaster. It just wouldn't be my first choice. It just would not be my first choice. If you caught my water-friendly crochet hair video, I'll link that video up above. I have in this hair when I'm talking to you in that video. However, I think every hair on that list is a better option than this hair when it comes to efficiency, when it comes to low maintenance, when it comes to everything that I say that is positive about wearing crochet to a beach in a vacation situation. I think this hair does not meet that criteria just because it is high maintenance on the land. Like I just said at the top of this video, this hair is already high maintenance when I'm not even in the pool. If I were to get this hair wet in a pool situation, it's higher maintenance. It takes it up a notch. You're going to have to detangle even harder. You're gonna have to, make sure that your scalp is oiled just like you would with any hair. You're going to have to add a lot of braid sheen spray to this. I mean, I've used some of this. I've used some of my other one. I have like 3 bottles of braid sheen spray. I just pick one at random. You're going to have to spray this because this hair is going to lose every single bit of luster it had, and it will look very dry, very malnourished. This hair will be like, give us something, girl. Give us something. So can you physically wear this hair to a beach or vacation? Yes, you physically can. I physically did that. Just like you can physically do anything. You can wear anything. But is it my recommend for water situations? Absolutely not. There are better options out there on the market for you. Also, same goes for active friendly. Active friendly, when a hair typically isn't water friendly, it's typically not going to make my active friendly list because the criteria for active friendly has to be a hair that I think you can wash over and over again. People who work out like to wash their hair a lot more frequently than us who like to live a very sedentary life. Therefore, if you're washing your hair out quite a bit, I don't think this hair is going to be able to maintain and withstand multiple washouts. I think you can physically still keep it in your head afterwards, but it's going to be up to you whether you want to put in all the maintenance that comes with this, the daily detangling. Now, again, I think it's cute. I think when it comes to do I recommend it or not, it's going to be really ball in your court on what you're looking for. This is the first time I really think I've said it's going to be buyers' perception of what they really want. What's important to you? Is it the overall look or is it the overall convenience factor for you? Where do you fall on the scale? So overall, those have been my thoughts on the Island Crimp hair. And and the tropical curl hair. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Even if you didn't enjoy it, still give it a big thumbs up. We want all the love and support over here on this channel. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so you don't miss anything that I do over here, and make sure you have that notification bell on again so you do not miss a thing I do over here. Make sure that you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.